And welcome back to the PD Football Podcast. My name is Presh, and this week we have a special guest host with us. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Ty, and I'm a United fan.
All right, thank you, Ty, the United fan. How are you doing today?
I'm alright, thanks. Just a little bit tired. I think work fatigue.
I see.
But yeah, otherwise good. How are you?
I'm well. So I just want to... what have I been doing?
I don't know.
I usually mention TV show or something, but haven't really watched anything or listened to anything the last couple of days. So,
we've been busy with work, or
yes, work.
I see. Okay.
But yes, first and foremost, I want to address something we said last week. Not you, but
you specifically.
To provide some context, in the game between Man City and Leeds, during the break for Ramadan for the Muslim players to eat, this is called iftar, the Leeds fans were booing.
Yes.
So in the episode itself, I said it could be down to Islamophobia, and Darren agreed. And in the episode title, I put the word racism in all capital letters. Right? So my friend who's a Leeds fan reached out to provide a different point of view on the matter.
Okay.
His reasoning was that the break for iftar came in a period where Leeds had Man City under a lot of pressure, and the break gave Man City a chance to regroup and for Pep to give new instructions to the team.
Okay.
Also, I mentioned this last week, but to be fair, the Leeds fans were booing everything. It's not like they've only booed the iftar, they booed through the entire match. It could still well be racism, but I thought it's unfair to just say it's racism without hearing the other side of the argument.
Fair enough, yeah.
Right, so I just wanted to say that up top.
Makes
Right,
sense.
now, are you ready to start with Wolves 2, Liverpool 1?
I am ready to start.
So, in terms of, teams and shape, Wolves made several changes and changed shape from the team that beat Aston Villa. They actually made 7 changes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I was trying to be like, okay, who plays who? But, it's not that they even changed players. Certain players changed position as well.
Okay.
Because they also went from a 3-4-3 to a much more conservative 3-5-1-1, which provided more midfield solidity.
Right, I see.
Right.
Yeah.
Liverpool made one change to the team that beat West Ham, with Frimpong coming in for Joe Gomez. So I really like this change because Frimpong can actually take on a man and puts in a cross. No shade to Joe Gomez. He's a good defender, and a right back is a defender, so he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's just in a game like this, it suits Frimpong rather than Gomez.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this is both a boring game to watch and to analyze. I could have told you how this game was going to go before it even started. Not the precise result, but the patterns of play. Wolves were going to sit and defend deep while looking to counter-attack where possible. If you're new to football, this is commonly referred to as parking the bus. Right?
Yes.
Added to this, they were playing a back three, which gives them an extra man in case a Liverpool player does beat his man. The extra defender can still cover the space.
Yes.
Right, so both at the back with the 3 men and the 5 in the midfield, they just cram the spaces, essentially, and made it very difficult for Liverpool to play through, which kudos to them.
Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Fair enough.
Right, so it becomes a test to see if Liverpool can break down the Wolves' defense.
Right,
a test that was abysmally failed. Right,
yeah, right.
We created one clear-cut chance from a corner and none from open play. We had some half chances when Rio and Gamoa came on, but nothing concrete. Even the goal wasn't created by a team play or individual brilliance. It's because the Wolves player gave the ball away in a dangerous area and Salah finished it off.
Right.
Any thoughts about general gameplay or the teams?
I mean, okay, well, I didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
Right. But from what I saw on the
highlights,
yeah, Liverpool got a little bit unlucky in terms of that there was that early header. I want to say it was Gakpo.
No. It's actually, if it weren't so tragic, it would be hilarious. Gakpo clears it off the line.
Oh.
It's going in, and Gakpo clears it off onto the chest of Curtis Jones, and it bounces up.
Oh.
So, yeah. You didn't see the proper replay from the different angle on that goal.
Yeah, okay.
But,
okay, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But also the Ngumoa shot that Saab pulls out a great fingertip save.
But like I said, it was just a half chance.
Yeah.
It's not clear cut.
Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense. But yeah, that's about it in terms of...
So in terms of players, Kirk has gotten some crosses. None of them led to anything, but it's better than the beginning of the season when he wasn't getting forward at all.
Yeah.
Why would you buy the most attacking left back in the division and play him defensively? Your silence speaks volumes. Right? Another reason that Kirkes is being limited is because Gakpo refuses to pass to him.
Oh, but why?
Partly I would ascribe to Gakpo's poor decision making. His poor decision making.
Okay.
We'll get to that just now, but he actually did slip him in once, and I'm like, okay, he's learnt a lesson. From now on, we're in a new era now, the Gakpo passing to Kirkes era.
It's gonna change the whole...
Everything's different now, we're in a new world. And then he didn't pass to him a single time the rest of the game. It's actually incredible.
How do you avoid someone who you're meant to be working so closely with for 90 minutes?
Yeah, and the fact that the manager hasn't done anything about it to be like, hey man, pass to this guy.
just like every 10 minutes or something, just slip him something.
But yeah, we know Gakpo only has one move.
Okay.
Right? And that's what he does. So,
right.
How can we blame him? Right?
He's using his one move.
Yeah.
Not effectively, but he is using it.
So Salah and Gakpo are awful once again. They are both playing poorly for different reasons, but the thing that unifies them is their atrocious decision making. The truth is, if this is a meritocracy and everyone is fit, our starting wingers should be Rio and Gamoa on the left and Jeremy Frimpong on the right. They have shown far more industry and creativity in their limited minutes than Gakpo and Salah. If Slot tried that for one match, I think we would see an improvement, because right now it feels like we're playing with one hand tied behind our back.
Okay.
That's the brutal truth.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, like, I haven't watched many Liverpool games this season at all, so I can't really comment on it. But from what I've heard, there's some, like, how do I describe this in a way that... So, actually, I was speaking to someone yesterday, and he said it kind of seems like Slot has, like, not lost the dressing room necessarily, but he's not entirely in control of it anymore.
It seems from his public statements as if though he's a very poor man manager.
Okay.
Because he said like some horrific things. No, just like people are asking why Rio and Gamoa can't play more, and he's like, if he was so good, he wouldn't be playing for England under 19.
Oh.
You know? And I'm like, bro, why would you say that? There's no need.
That's a bit rude.
Zero need. And then like there's something like we're asking why Calvin Ramsey can't get a game, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, who's our first choice right back? I guess Connor Bradley, and then Jeremy Frimpong number 2, Joe Gomez number 3, Szoboszlai number 4, Curtis Jones number 5, Endo number 6, and Calvin Ramsey, who is a backup right back, can't get a game. Right? So people ask Slot, hey, why can't Calvin Ramsey get a game? And he's like, well, when you're not playing, you become the best player in the squad.
How?
You know what that means? Like, people don't know how bad you are.
Oh, right, okay.
People just assume that because you're not playing, you're the answer to all the problems. This happens a lot of the time, where like a lot of people say like Chiesa will come in and fix our problems.
Yeah. Which I think he will.
He could, but I'm saying he hasn't been given the platform.
Yeah.
Right, but that's a different story, right?
Okay.
Now, I actually said in previous weeks that I'm going to stop talking about Gakpo and Salah. That the real problem is Slot.
Right.
Because Gakpo and Salah are not choosing themselves.
Yeah.
So, ergo, it's the manager that's the problem.
Yeah.
right? But they're not going to sack him right now. So, in his capacity, the best thing that he can do is drop the wingers,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I mean,
They're not the they're not the only problem,
Yeah.
but they are a problem.
Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, he won the league last season. And, okay, obviously, last season doesn't speak about this season. But they're still technically in contention for both the Champions League and the FA Cup. Like, it's possible that they could still win 2 really big trophies this season.
Sure, it's possible.
It's possible. I'm not saying it's likely, but it's definitely possible. And so, maybe...
Are you saying he should stay in the job because it's possible to win trophies?
Yes.
You don't think an interim could come in and do a better job?
They could. Depends on who.
I would... every time I'm told that this can't happen, I like to point to Tuchel, who replaced Lampard midway through the season. Lampard said a quote in the media, "This Chelsea squad is not a top 4 squad." And Tuchel took them and won the Champions League. Right? This idea that...
Wait, but did they make top 4?
Yes, they did.
Okay, just making sure.
Right, yeah, this idea that nobody can do better, this is the best we can do, is such a ridiculous notion.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
into individual moments, for the goal, Rokadare pushes Van Dijk and plays it through.
Yeah.
Konate and Alisson can't do much after that because it was a quality finish.
Yeah.
But I'd like to point out that the same thing happened between Gabriel and Kolo Muani last week, with a far weaker push, and it was called a foul because Gabriel fell down whereas Van Dijk didn't. So this is why I say the referees encourage play acting, because if you don't, then you are penalized. So yeah, in my opinion, it shouldn't have been a goal.
That's the thing. It's like... So actually, I've realized Lisandro Martinez does that a lot. Where it's like, even if he's out-muscled, if you just lightly push someone just as they spring up, it
unbalances them.
Yeah, it unbalances them. And so it basically, it's technically not an aerial duel or anything, because there's no actual dueling. He's just pushed the guy away and then gotten the ball or let it roll through to the keeper or whatever. But I don't see that being penalized
again, because they don't fall down.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, in recent times, I've seen a lot of certain referees will give it and certain refs won't.
Yes, and that's the issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's inconsistency with the referees, where it should be a standard across all games, you know.
Yeah.
The Colomani one was a push, therefore it's disallowed.
Yeah.
This is a push, therefore it's disallowed.
Fair enough.
Right? That's the point I'm trying. Or the Colomani one was a push, but contact is allowed. Let it be a goal. This one in the Liverpool game, there was contact, but contact is allowed. Let it go. You know, whatever the case is, choose one and be consistent with it. Don't do one and do the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
That makes sense to me.
Right. Anything else you want to say about that first goal?
No.
Yeah, you don't think Alisson or Konate could have done better?
To be honest, no. It was a really good finish. And fair play.
Yeah, and like I said, he was slipped into lots of space because, I guess they weren't expecting Van Dijk to lose that aerial duel. So he was in acres and acres of space. Konate did his best to close him down, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he was thinking, but Bellegarde plays a loose pass which gives the ball to Salah, and he finishes with the outside of his boot. Very unorthodox finish, but
yeah, it did kind of surprise me that he went with the outside of his boot instead of either opening up his body or just taking the shot with his right.
He's just very left dominant.
Oh, okay.
He very rarely trusts his right foot.
He's a bit one-footed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have seen him score with his right foot, but I'm just saying he seems very much more like he doesn't ever cross with his right foot.
Okay.
He always does a trivela.
Ah, okay. That's actually, I mean, it makes sense. There's quite a few footballers out there. But I wouldn't have quite a few footballers like that out there. But I also I wouldn't expect that from someone of Salah's quality. Obviously, I haven't watched much of it. It's only what I've heard of him. But it doesn't make sense to me, personally, that he hasn't, developed that side of his game that much.
Well, if you're very good with your left, why, practice with the right?
To be very good with the right as well.
Yeah, I guess you caught me. Then Andre scored a deflected goal in stoppage time. So there's nothing you can do about the deflection itself, but why wasn't he closed down before the shot? I counted 5 players who were close enough to pressure him, but none of them did. And he took a speculative shot and it went in.
Yeah.
I would point to Keza and Reon Gamoa specifically, who were closest to him. But I think McAllister was there, Konate was there, and Van Dijk was there. Any one of them.
Anyone could have done something.
Yes, but very poor. What do we call it?
It's not really marking.
Closing down.
Yeah,
closing down. Very poor closing down from all of them.
Yeah.
And a deserved loss. But, like I said, they shouldn't have scored that first goal. Let me just say this. Spiritually, we should have lost.
Okay.
But not like this. Quoting the Matrix. Not like this.
Okay. Spiritually.
Yeah. In spirit, we should have lost.
Yes, but you also lost.
Oh, yeah, we did lose. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not like this.
Right. I see.
Okay. Our second game of the week, the other game we're going to go into is Newcastle 2, Man United 1.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, do you want to take the initiative on this one, or do you want me to?
I mean, I can do the United side of things. Like, I don't know how Newcastle.
Okay, let me just
lineups and stuff. Okay.
Let me say Newcastle kept their usual 4-3-3, but made 2 changes to the team that lost to Everton. Nick Pope and Nick Voltemada out for Aaron Ramsdale and Harvey Barnes.
Yeah.
So got them both out in the nick of time.
Oh no! Now I know where you wanted to take the lead on that.
All right. Anyway, I didn't even write that down. That's off the.
Yeah.
I just saw Nick and Nick now. I wrote out this document and it never occurred to me that they have the same first name until right now. All right. So yeah, all the early play was coming from Newcastle.
Yeah.
Their press wasn't that aggressive, because this is something I wanted to talk about with Darren, but he's unavailable today.
Yeah, unfortunately,
actually,
you just have me.
Both you and him share the same birthday, which was 2 days ago.
Actually?
Yes, so that's why he's unavailable today. He's having a family get-together tonight. So
that's very sweet.
Yes, but last week we were just going through the games that we didn't watch, and he said, well, Eddie Howe lives and dies by his high press. But the last couple of games that we've covered, Newcastle haven't been pressing high, and in this game as well, I just thought, they weren't aggressive in their press, they weren't high, to be fair, they had the ball, so you don't need to press if you have the ball.
That is true, yes.
So the most of the first half, United absorbed the pressure and now getting more possession around the 25th minute, right?
Yeah.
And then that started to suit Newcastle, because Newcastle just sat deep and started playing on the counter.
Yeah.
Which is, what their new tactic, I would say, instead of pressing high, is what they've been doing recently. Right? And anything to say about the first 25 minutes?
The first 25, I mean, they were not chances necessarily from a United perspective, but like they could barely get out of their own half. Even if, even when they won back possession, there'd be a misplaced pass, or players weren't on the same page, or, just something. And it would just gift possession back to Newcastle, and they'd come again and again and again. And in that situation, well, as a fan specifically, it's really frustrating. But I am kind of glad that they didn't let their heads drop. They sat in there, they soaked up that pressure as best as they could, and they sort of grew into the game.
Yeah. Jacob Ramsey gets a yellow for just a rough tackle.
Yeah.
I agree it was a yellow, but then he gets a yellow for diving, and then he gets a red card. A second yellow into a red card.
Yeah.
Right? And I think the ref made a mistake with this one. Ramsey doesn't even appeal for a penalty, right? He just gets, he's more frustrated with himself.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
And I just think the ref misread the situation. And there's a difference between I felt contact and I went down, but that contact wasn't enough for a penalty, and I didn't feel contact and I just dived.
Yeah.
And I think he felt contact. No. He didn't feel contact. He made a mistake.
Yeah.
He tripped.
Yeah, he just fell over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's the thing, because in none of the replays can you actually see what happens with Lamon's hands. Like in the side-on replay sort of thing that they showed during the VAR, or not VAR, during the
replay.
The replay, the analysis of that decision. The camera just barely has Ramsey's back leg out of the shot, so you can't actually see if there's any contact made there. So I'm not entirely sure, but I think with his body language specifically, it didn't scream, oh, he wanted a penalty, he wanted to dive. He was just extremely unlucky with what the ref thought he saw. I don't think it was a red or a second yellow even.
Well, a minute later, Gordon gets fouled by Fernandes, and that's a clear-cut penalty for me.
Yeah.
I guess it's the fact that Bruno's not a defender. He's just not wise to the tricks of a winger.
Yeah.
Gordon just cuts in, and Bruno, unfortunately, from a United perspective, fouls him. He just gets up, converts, and Newcastle are 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Although a man down 1-0 up. Then United get a free kick.
Yes.
And Fernandes puts in an incredible cross, and Casemiro headers home.
Yeah.
Now, Casemiro had a black eye during the game.
Yes.
No one knows why that is. We were all just kind of like, what the fuck?
What has Carrick been doing to him?
Yeah. A lot of people speculated it's domestic abuse from his wife. Any number of things. So, yeah, hopefully it's not a bad situation for him. It's like he just tripped and fell or something.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Nothing serious.
But yeah, I just thought Bruno had an incredible game. One of the best creators in world football.
Yeah.
Since KDB is gone, probably he has the most assists in the league by quite some margin.
Yeah.
And
the most chances created.
So
a lot.
Yeah, so aside from giving away the penalty, I just thought he was the man of the match.
Yeah, he had a really, really good game.
Right, but the question is, in a game like this where Newcastle are sitting deep, is the same question in the Wolves and Liverpool game. Can United break them down?
No. To be honest, no.
And this is the thing I've been bringing up about Carrick, is that, the games against Arsenal and Man City, there's a set plan.
Yeah.
You sit back and you counter them.
Yeah.
But if you have to break down a team, it becomes much more complicated.
Yes.
Now, you have one of the best creators in the league, so you already have a leg up on most teams.
Yeah.
But you need to platform him in the best way possible so that he can, create as much as possible, and the plays that you have to take advantage of that.
Yes.
And I just don't think Carrick is putting them in the best positions possible. Or first of all, playing in patterns that will enable them to score, one.
Yeah.
Two, putting them in the right places to score. So, for example, there's not a lot of width on the right hand side because Mbeumo is left footed.
Yeah.
So he can't whip in a cross. And Dalot hasn't been playing well at all.
No.
So
Mazraoui came in this game.
Yeah. But in the second half, Dalot came in.
Yeah.
But I'm saying recently Dalot hasn't been putting in good crosses.
Yeah.
So my point stands that the right hand side is very weak.
Yeah.
So what to do about that? New winger?
That's the thing. I don't think. Well, I think Mbeumo suits the sort of counter-attacking style very well, right? But it's like you can't rely on 3 or 4 or like let's say 5 games a season or 10 games a season against like the rest of the big 6 in inverted commas. I don't know if we should include Tottenham there.
Wow, just you and Darren just attack Spurs at any possible opportunity. I don't know why, but you're not even an Arsenal fan. You just want to attack them.
They're just poor.
Okay, okay.
They're doing so poorly at the moment.
Just a uncalled for jab at Spurs. Okay, carry on.
But anyway, you can't rely on those big games to like win you a season, or like. Well, you know what I mean, right? Like win the Premier League.
You can't compete for the Premier League if you're not beating the small teams.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, recent form has been fairly good in terms of results. But in terms of actual play, it's been, most of our goals have been
set pieces.
Well, yeah, 1 set pieces and 2 counters.
Yeah.
I think there was maybe a goal, not last match, but the match before, from like actually breaking down, you know, like playing
against Palace.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I can't remember exactly.
Okay, fine.
It was,
but I'm just saying, these counters and set pieces are what Arsenal and Liverpool are doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Which is
it was Šeško's goal. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Which working for some, not working for others. But both are very defensive tactics, which I disagree with.
Yeah.
I believe teams should be front-footed and attack, and etc.
I agree.
You know, but that's why I don't rate Carrick, and that's precisely why he should get the job, in my opinion. Right?
To make United as bad as possible.
Yes.
Right.
But that being said, Ramsdale made a number of key saves.
Yeah.
There were quite a few shots that. Now, unfortunately, they were kind of speculative shots. It wasn't like point blank or like, you know, difficult saves, I should say.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then later on, Osula wins the ball, passes it to Trippier. Trippier finds him again on the counter, and he scores an impressive curler.
Yeah.
That wins the game for Newcastle.
Yeah.
I think it was the 89th minute.
It was somewhere, yeah.
Very impressive counter and performance from Osula, who only had about 10 minutes to show what he had. And any other things you want to mention about this game? Any specific players you want to mention?
I actually think Cunha had a really good game as well. It was just
unfortunate.
Problematically, he struggles in the final third, which is not what you want from a winger. But like he did really well to drop deep and overload Newcastle's midfield, because they after the card it was a 4-3-2, and so Cunha could drop in and effectively make it a 4-man midfield for United. He made some really good progressive drives, but they didn't end up in anything. You know, he would take it from the second, like, roughly midfield area, take it out to the Newcastle box, and then that's where that move would end, because there was nothing else going on around him that he could do.
I just feel as if though you are being hamstrung by certain signings, such as Cunha and Mbeumo. Even though they've been better players, you're not getting the best out of them because of the system. So they were bought to be inside 10s.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But aside from being inside 10s, both of their other preferred position is striker.
Yeah.
So they can either play striker or inside 10. Now you're asking both of them to play on the wing.
Yeah.
Which is not what they used to and not what their skill set is geared towards.
Yeah.
So now you're not getting the best out of either of them. And Sesko is probably the least talented out of the three, not to be rude. But
no, that's fair.
He's the guy that's playing striker ahead of either of them, where perhaps they would be better.
So the kind of concern there is that I think it's only Ahmad that can actually
be a wing that can cross and such.
Yeah. And so and Ahmad has not been good recently, to be honest. And so currently, like, I don't see another front three, like, until probably.
No, yes, that's the problem for the next manager. I'm just trying to point out right now that Carrick, the formation that he's using and the game plan he's deploying is not helping those two players get to their best selves.
Yeah, I guess. So what would you rather have, like a?
What about swapping them? Boehm on the left, Cunha on the right, and then they can just cross like regular.
They could, but
I'm not saying that's going to work. I'm just saying, why not try something?
yeah, fair enough. Like, they've both got really good ball striking, but I think Cunha specifically, he seems to function much better in sort of that kind of like midfield area where he does a lot of like twists and turns and like there's some flamboyant stuff, but it's mainly just like getting past his man. How do I describe this in a way that doesn't make it sound like he's a good winger? Because okay. So I think it would be a good idea, but I'm just not sure if they're crossing, like specifically Cunha's crossing. I think Mboma can do it. I just don't know about Cunha necessarily. And then at that point, if he's kind of herded into the byline, then where does he go from there? What does he do?
I think perhaps like an Oliver Glasner could make use of them.
Okay.
Because that's what he's doing at Palace right now with Ismail Assar and Jeremy Pino on the left.
Yeah.
So I think a back three manager would have a solution of playing them as inside tens.
Yeah.
But again, I have no idea who United are looking for, to manage them or what they're trying to do. But at the moment, it just looks to me like that. Like, your wings are not being used to their. Even the fullbacks are not. So all the width is not being used effectively.
Yeah. No, I would agree because it seems as though they don't fully understand. So currently against United, it seems to be just block out the midfield, block out the central channels, and that shuts them down entirely. They don't really know how to play off the wings. Like every now and then, I mean, I think it was Carrick's first game of this interim spell. They had a really nice little like rondo thing that ended up in a goal. But it was like maybe I think that game and one other one. They don't do it all that often. They don't really. Oftentimes, if they get stuck on a wing, like if let's say the winger gets doubled up on or something, then they'll play it out to Bruno. Bruno will put in a cross instead. They don't really do that kind of thing. They can't really get that separation, and I don't know why that is necessarily.
It is. I just don't think Carrick is a great coach, so he doesn't see the issues that a more experienced, more tactically adept coach would see.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. Are you ready to close up the segment on United?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we go into the miscellaneous section. This is just the other matches or other news or any other things that
that have happened
this week in the football world.
Right.
So we have Everton 2, Burnley 0.
Yes.
A Tarkowski header from a free kick and a neat chip finish from Dewsbury Hall. Based on highlights, Everton had all the chances. So
yeah, I originally thought it was just like Everton's page posting highlights of Everton specifically.
No, they had them more chances in the game.
Yeah.
And a deserved win, I think, from the outside looking in.
I think they maybe deserved a couple more goals, to be honest. But
Burnley really didn't offer anything. If you look at the stats, very poor game from them.
Yeah.
Bournemouth 0, Brentford 0. So I watched 45 minutes of this game before the Liverpool game.
Okay.
Just because of the way the games were structured this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, this midweek. There was a game at 9:30 and then the main game at 10:15.
Yes.
So the 9:30 game I watched on Tuesday was the Bournemouth Brentford game.
Okay.
All right, I watched 45 minutes of that, and then 15 minutes during halftime of the Liverpool game. I went back to that game, and it was an entertaining 0-0 with Bournemouth getting most of the chances. Perhaps they were unfortunate not to win, but just really good attacking football. A few weeks ago, I covered the Newcastle Brentford match, and it was just two teams going at each other. Really fun and like a good advertisement for the Premier League. I would say the Bournemouth Brentford game as well.
Okay.
Just a really fun, interesting game
Yeah.
between two attacking managers. Well, less so Brentford, but both were having a good game, and I liked it.
Yeah.
Now, it's just unfortunate it ended 0-0, so there was no like things to talk about, but
Yeah. I mean, there were those two Tavernier shots.
yes, two that hit the bar, but
Yeah. I mean, the one was the outside of the post, so I don't know. But still.
yeah. Next game, Leeds 0, Sunderland 1.
Yes.
So based on highlights, a pretty even game. Both teams had good chances, and perhaps it should have ended in a draw, but Ethan Ampadu handles the ball in the box. You disagree with the decision?
Yeah, I don't know about that. From what I understand, and I don't know if they've changed the rules recently, I'm basing it off of Lisandro Martinez against Arsenal like 2 years ago. But if it hits your body and then bounces up onto your hand, it's not a foul. But again, it's one of those things that we were talking about earlier, where like certain refs will give it and certain ones won't.
I don't think that's what happened.
Is that not?
I think it just hit him on the hand, and then he does like I don't know what to call it, like a jerk motion,
Okay.
and it hits his hand, like it hits his arm, and then it hits his hand as well.
Okay. So is it? But okay. So then
I think it bounced up, hit his arm, hit his hand.
hit like his bicep region and
Yeah.
then his forearm.
Yeah, I think it just bounced up like in front of him, so it looks like it
Oh, okay. But it didn't actually.
touched his body.
Okay.
The first point of contact was on his arm. That's what
okay.
I'm trying to say. And then to confirm it, that it is a deliberate handball, that jerking motion,
Okay.
that second motion is what confirms the penalty.
Okay.
Whereas the first one could have been construed as
As a mistake.
an accidental handball.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? That's
Okay.
my reading of what happened.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, and Diarra converts the penalty.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this player, and he's apparently Sunderland's penalty taker.
Yeah.
Enzo Lefebvre is the usual taker, and I assume he was injured or something, but I've never heard of this Diarra chap. And, yeah.
It also, to be honest, wasn't a very good penalty.
It was not.
It was not.
He was so poor.
He got a little bit lucky. with
Very
that one,
lucky.
but,
Yes, the keeper already dived.
Yeah.
If the keeper had, waited 1 second more, he would have hit his legs and not gone in.
It came off his hip. So
Maybe if he was a little bit higher.
yeah, if
Okay.
he was a smidge higher, it wouldn't have gone in.
Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. So again, based on highlights, it looked like an even game.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper makes a meal out of a speculative Saka shot, so I think
Yeah.
that's Bart Verbruggen.
Yeah, it is.
He went straight through his legs, which was very poor.
Yeah.
Very poor. It was a long speculative shot. It was from far out. It's not like it was, particularly incredible. It was just
Yeah, it was just poor from Verbruggen,
the keeper,
to be
yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Fabian Hertzler said after the match, quote, "There was only one team playing football. I would never want to win like that," end quote. So I assume, based on that quote, Arsenal were parking the bus.
Yeah. It does seem that way.
Yeah, I didn't watch the game, but that's what I assume.
Well, I mean, they took the lead 10 minutes in, so I guess they don't really have anything to play for after that.
And that's what kind of frustrates me about Arsenal, that they'll score a goal and then try hold on, where instead of teams of the past or champions of the past that would go for the kill,
Yeah.
try score more, go for 3, go for 4.
Yeah.
I hate this defensive type of football that Arteta plays.
Yeah.
And it's not good for the league, and if they win the league and other teams start playing like that, it's just what's happening to the league that I love,
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're La Liga.
Ugh. Well, I mean, La Liga has some nice football every now and then.
Anyway, Man City 2, Nottingham Forest 2.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, City were badly cheated.
Yeah.
They had 2 good penalty claims turned down and not even looked at in the one case.
Yeah.
Right? And Forest scored 2 very good goals,
You're really,
like screamers.
really outstanding stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
One was a back heel through the legs
Morgan Gibbs
of Morgan Gibbs White. No, from Morgan Gibbs White on, I think it was Ruben Diaz.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, one of them.
Because they were showing their legs, they weren't showing their faces. So I don't know who.
No, it was Diaz.
Okay.
Yeah.
It goes through his legs and beats Donnarumma on his right hand side. Then Elliot Anderson gets the ball in midfield, does a 1-2, and then scores a curler. And Donnarumma just can't do anything about it. It was so well hit.
Yeah.
Incredible. Right? But the question is the title race over after last night?
I don't know.
The gap is 7 points with City has a game in hand.
Yeah. But they do play each other.
Yes. So that's the question, right? Say City win their game in hand, the gap is 4. Say they beat Arsenal, the gap is 1.
Yes.
They still need Arsenal to drop points somewhere.
Yes.
Now, it was in City's hands, now it's out of their hands.
Yeah.
So, do you want to maybe look at Arsenal's fixtures and see if they'll beat, or who could beat them?
Newcastle, maybe.
Let me just go. Arsenal versus Everton. Everton have a good defense, but I don't think this is the game that Arsenal are going to drop points in.
No.
Then they have Bournemouth. Low-key, I think Bournemouth can do something.
Maybe.
Because Bournemouth are such a chaotic team.
Yeah.
So...
They thrive on chaos ball.
Yes, so to get, Arsenal flustered and, all over the place, that could be a way of beating them.
Could be an option, yeah.
Newcastle, they could be an option, but they're playing at the Emirates, so, they don't have the power of SJP.
Yeah, St. James's Park, for those of you who don't know.
We'll skip the City game because, like I said, for this to work, City have to win that game.
Yeah.
They're playing Fulham and West Ham, which both of them I don't think are the ones to do it.
Unlikely.
Then Burnley and Crystal Palace, also not the ones to do it. So
I think Palace might be able to...
the thing is, Palace are in a bad place right now.
They are, but they might show up for a big game.
Could be on the last day of the season.
Yeah.
Everything's against us, and top shagger Ollie Glasner comes in and ends the Arteta menace. I would love it. I would love it, and I think I deserve it.
I mean, last game of the season, London derby, everything to play for. Well, maybe nothing to play for.
Well, there's Fulham. There's Fulham, West Ham. They're also London derbies. So 3 London derbies.
They are, but
and
they're
then
not
Burnley.
The final game of the season.
Yeah, but Burnley. I'm just like, oh, this guy can't do it, this guy can't do it, and then it's Burnley who turns up. Burnley beat them 1-0 and dashed their title hopes.
It would be incredible if they had 2 or 3 draws in the next few weeks. I would like. Well, it would.
Well, let's look at who City have to play. So City are playing West Ham, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Burnley, Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth, Villa. So that Brentford game, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
tough
maybe Chelsea as well, but the way Arsenal dealt with Chelsea, I watched those games, and Chelsea are so predictable.
Yeah.
You know what they're going to do, and I just don't think they're going to beat City. That's, my opinion.
Well,
it's either going to be down to City versus Brentford or Arsenal versus Bournemouth, in my opinion. Those are the 2 key fixtures that we are looking at in this title race.
Okay, but hear me out, right? What if Villa get over their burnout by then? By the last game of the season.
I see. Once upon a time we were 1 point behind City, and Aston Villa were beating them 2-0 on the final day, and they scored 3. They scored 3, and we lost.
Okay, so maybe let's not hope on Villa.
Yeah, Villa on the final day is not happy hunting grounds for us. Oh, okay. Fulham 0, West Ham 1. Based on highlights, Fulham had all the play, but Somerville scored after a mess up by Bernd Leno.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts about that game?
Not really. I think they got a little bit lucky there.
So the question is, will West Ham survive?
I don't know, to be honest.
I think so, and I think comfortably. So I believe, despite the memes, I think Wolves are not going to do a great escape.
No.
Burnley, I think, are down, so it leaves one spot left.
Yeah.
One spot between West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Spurs. And I think West Ham are just too good to go down. They've won 3 of their last 5, I believe, and those other 2 were draws. So I think form-wise, they're the best positioned team. Nottingham Forest, I think with their new appointment of Vitor Pereira, I think they're going to survive as well. And I think Spurs are going to go down.
Okay.
Because Igor Tudor, I don't know what kind of appointment, like, who recommended this man? This is such a... He walked in and lost 2 games already. It's incredible. And, yeah, they have a lot of players out, like Kudus, Kulusevski, Madison, at Solanke at the moment, I'm pretty sure. Like, a lot of their good attacking players are out. So...
I'm pretty sure at one point they only had, like, 12 or 15 or something in the squad.
I think it's currently 10 players injured.
No, like 12 or 15 players that could play. But yeah, I see what you... Yeah.
Yeah, any other thoughts about Fulham West Ham?
No.
Okay.
I didn't watch it, so...
Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 4.
Yeah.
So Villa scored a classy goal after 2 minutes.
Yeah, fair play.
And then Chelsea dominated them. Chelsea absolutely dominated them. Just like a lot of like very basic goals. It's not as if though Chelsea were really incredible and created like outstanding efforts. It's just like the guy gets played in, he puts a cross in, and João Pedro taps in.
Yeah.
It's like that's how most of the goals happen. And yeah, not much to say about it. Do you have anything you want to say about this game?
I just want to ask you, how's this weather we've been having?
Cold.
Cold.
Okay. He's rubbing his shoulders like Cole Palmer. Alright.
That was it.
Alright, enough. That's such a bad joke. Or whatever that was. Can I call it a joke?
Yes.
That's so so awful.
Yeah.
I shudder to call it a joke. That's I don't know what that is.
You shudder because, yeah?
Okay. Thank you for listening. Please remember to rate, review, subscribe, give a like, etc. Importantly, it needs to be a 5-star review. You can find all our links at pdfootball.com. That's the letter P, the letter D, football.com. Please tell a friend, tell that friend to tell a friend, tell a family member. Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye.